They have not gone to the moon planet.
Yes.
Yeah. It is far, far away. Their calculation is wrong.
Oh.
They're going to a wrong planet.
It must be the Rahu planet.
Or something, not moon planet.
How many
It is above the sun planet.
moon planet is farther?
Yeah.
Oh. Because they say that the moon planet is the closest planet to the Earth. That's their calculation. And they say that it orbits around the Earth, and then that the Earth orbits the sun.
They're all wrong. What is it, according to them, what is the distance of sun planet?
Sun planet is 93 million miles.
They say the moon planet is only 250,000 miles.
Wrong thing.
Is their calculation for the distance of the sun wrong also?
Yes.
93 million. It says in the Bhagavatam exactly what the distance?
The whole universe diameter is 50 koti jojan.
Oh, yeah.
1 jojan equal to 8 miles.
Yes.
And 1 koti, 10 miles, 10 million. So, 50, 15 into 10 million into 8.
Yeah. So it's 50 crores yojans. 50 crores yojans?
Yeah, 50 crore jojan, 50. So, 1 jojan equal to 8 miles. 1 crore equal to 10 million.
That's 80 million. 80 million times 50
Yeah.
means
400
80 times 50
4
is
billion.
4,000 million, which is 4 billion?
4 billion miles.
4 billion miles is the diameter.
Is the diameter.
You gave that in the teachings of Lord Chaitanya also.
And the sun is in the middle.
So 2 billion miles from the edge of the universe.
And they say 93 million.
93 million, yeah.
Well, that's
Much
from
less.
the Earth to the
From
sun.
the Earth planet.
That's not from the sun to the edge.
Yeah, that's from the Earth
That's from
planet.
Earth to the sun.
Is Earth near the edge of the? Is the Earth near the edge of the universe?
No.
No.
There are many other planets now. 7 planetary systems.
The higher planetary systems are closest to the sun, and then
Sun is the middle.
oh, sun, right?
This is circumference. Sun is the middle.
Yeah.
And the whole diameter is 50 hundred. And moon is above 200,000 jojan above the sun.
Ah. 200,000 yojans. That means 200,000 means 1,600,000 miles above the sun.
Above the sun. And they're going to the wrong graphing. I am repeatedly saying they have never gone. Simply bluff. How it is that they brought some dust so brilliant, it is blazing, cool, there is fire blazing.
say that they measured the moon.
Huh?
They say that they've measured the moon and that it's very small compared to the Earth. It's very tiny.
All wrong.
If it's longer distance than the sun, but still it appears so big in the sky, it must be a very large planet.
Yeah. Similarly, Velas and others, they are also above.
Above the sun.
The sun is moving there. They are about that. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
This is one universe, and there are thousands and millions of universes. Jagadanda Koti. Yasya Prabha Prabhavato Jagadanda Koti. That is God's creation. And they are becoming God. I am God. Yasaika Nishasita Kalamatara. If we simply think of the creation of God, we can appreciate how great He is.
That's why it's described in the Srimad Bhagavatam.
They say God is great, but they do not know how great He is. That is explained in the Vedic. Of course, those who are saying God is great, they are pious. And those who are saying that I am God, how foolish they are. Therefore I say that anyone who says I am God, immediately kick with your shoes on his face. Such a cheater.
There's one of the disciples of Guru Maharaji, Bal Yogeshwar, is in Perth. They have their center here. And he's giving lectures daily. And, many people are attending.
That he is God.
Well,
There was an article in the paper yesterday from India. It says that the Indian court has banned Guru Maharajji from leaving India. They have issued an order that he must stay until the court is finished because his brother is suing. Because his brother published a photo showing Guru Maharajji embracing and kissing an American girl in the paper, and so the Guru Maharajji published a picture of his brother doing the same thing, but they say it was a fake photo. So the court is holding him in India, and they're having a legal battle, suing each other to see who is God.
Us.
it seems like these demons who say that they are God, eventually they will end up destroying each other.
Yeah. fools rascal bluffing. But even the scientists, they are also bluffing. Now Russia and America combined together going. And let's see what we get.
There's one article about scientists in the paper. It says Wonder Food will help control heart disease. They say they have a new food way of feeding beef and poultry so that the food, when they eat the beef, won't give them heart attack.
Huh?
They say if they feed them a special diet, they found it changes the cholesterol level in the beef. So if they eat it, they won't get heart attack like they used to. And it says the director of the National Heart Foundation, Ralph Reeder, said he believed the process was one of the most significant contributions in recent years toward controlling heart disease. It should not be taken lightly by skeptics. It is a world's first, he said.
Now they're also thinking that different types of meat cause cancer. Not only heart disease, but cancer.
Scientists got to gain by bluffing. What have the scientists got to gain by bluffing us with these?
Position. Material world means they want some material gain, some adoration, and some fame. This is material world. So if by bluffing you, I get some material profit and adoration and fame, why shall I not do it? Everyone is doing it.
That's the cheating propensity.
Yeah. The material world, they have come to imitate God. Adoration, fame, material profit. Just like this man, he has come to this country, he's getting money, he's getting woman, and becoming God amongst the fools. He's satisfied. That's all. This is not gain. If I get woman, money, and adoration, is it not gain for me?
Yes, just like Hiranyakashipu.
Yeah. Materialistic man means he wants all this in different ways. Somebody is becoming God, somebody is becoming philosopher, somebody is becoming scientist. The real purpose is these three things. Labh, puja, pratishtha. And our philosophy, we don't want anything of this. Just negation. Na dhananga na jananga na sundari kavita. Say all deny. We don't want. That is Vaishnavism. What do you want? We want simply to serve Krishna. This is our view. They don't want to serve Krishna. They want to imitate Krishna. And that is interesting.
Srila Prabhupada? Many times when I'm seeing professors or students also, they seem to think that traditional Hinduism, or whatever they think it is, they say that the Mayavadi philosophy or monist, they think this is traditional, and because there's so many translations of the Bhagavad Gita and Upanishads they've read, and they're all impersonal. So I was wondering, what is the best way to convince them that actually that is not actually the original tradition of understanding?
How they're becoming foolish, that they're reading Bhagavad Gita and they're accepting original tradition of the Mahabharata. The original tradition of Bhagavad Gita, it is said, Krishna said, Aham vivasthati yogam prattaman. I said, I am person. How these rascals are accepting impersonal? Why do they read Bhagavad Gita? If they have got different theory, let them differently. They are cheating. Bhagavad Gita is popular. Therefore they are taking advantage of Bhagavad Gita and pushing on impersonal. But here the tradition begins, aham vivasthati yoga. Where is impersonal? So if they want to be cheated willingly, who can serve them? They are reading Bhagavad Gita and deviating from the words of Bhagavad Gita. Then what is the meaning?
They don't know. They simply...
That means they are so rascal. That you are reading Bhagavad Gita, you must take the words of Bhagavad Gita while you are taking other words. What business you have got?
They think by majority. Most people think like
majority or minority doesn't matter. But why you should take Bhagavad Gita to establish your rascal theories? That means you are cheating.
But they think that's the meaning of Bhagavad Gita.
That's the meaning. How?
That's what they think. They think because they've read so many commentaries.
Why do they think? If I have written one book, my words are my meaning. Why you should give meaning? I shall kick on your face. What right you have got? You write another book. Why should you take my book and give your meaning? What is it?
These professors didn't write the books, but they read all these Swami this and that books, translations, and then they think, well, all these Swamis say it's like this.
That if you read one book, you must understand what the author says. Why should you bring something else to understand that book? What is this? If you want to say something else, you write your own book or bring that book. Why you should take my book? If you want to smoke ganja, why should you take my hand? You have got your hand, you smoke ganja. What is this? I take your hand and smoke ganja?
But they say that we need the help of these different commentaries to understand such deep philosophy.
Why should you take Bhagavad Gita? There are different philosophers, they have got different theories. You make your theories. But why should you make your theories on the basis of Bhagavad Gita?
Well, they say they want to study the Bhagavad Gita.
But that is, if you study as it is.
They can't read Sanskrit.
But they don't know. They think we have to accept from these different Swamis. They are the authorities.
Why you should? If you do not know Sanskrit, why don't you learn Sanskrit? one who knows Sanskrit. What is this nonsense? I say, give me a glass of water, and you do not know Sanskrit. You say, no, it is not meant for him, it is meant for me. What is this?
But the professors aren't doing this.
They know Sanskrit.
They want to read the Bhagavad Gita, so they're accepting these Mayavadi philosophers' interpretations.
Huh?
He's speaking of the professors, not of the ones writing Bhagavad Gita interpretations.
Why interpretation is required when you cannot understand? But when the things are understood very clearly, it's like we have been in Kurukshetra. That place is there for millions and millions of years. And why one should interpret Kurukshetra means this body? Why should we accept this meaning? Kurukshetra is already there. Everyone is going. And if somebody interprets, no, Kurukshetra means this body. So why I shall be so foolish to accept this interpretation?
Well, people say that they're not sure whether it's a symbolic meaning or an actual meaning.
So that is your conjecture. But when you read book, you should understand the wording only. You cannot conjecture anything.
Because they say some of the greatest literatures.
Willingly they want to become fool.
There are so many great symbolic literatures.
You are saying this grain. If you interpret, it is not green, it is white. What is it? Can you interpret like that? It is green, and no, in my interpretation, it is white. What you are seeing, it is not actual seeing. You can go on saying like that. But I am an ordinary man. Why shall I take it white? It is green, that's all.
That is the way of great writing, to write in symbolism.
That is great literary works are done in that way.
They call it writing between the lines.
Yes.
There's some hidden meaning.
And so if Krishna
Therefore,
was
it's
such a
very
great
deep.
philosopher, then naturally he would have also used those literary talents to write in between the lines.
All right, you become very good Brahma. Yes. We don't accept. All the acharyas, they did not accept. Those are authorities. Vyasdev, he did not accept these foolish theories. Narad never accepted. Recent Acharya, Madhyacharya, Ramanacharya, Chaitanya, why shall I accept these third-class professors? Kick on their face. We have got authority. We support.
I think they want to interpret Bhagavad Gita because they do not want to surrender to Krishna.
That is the idea. That is the real purpose. They want to kill Krishna. That is the endeavor of Hiranyakashipu Council. That we shall kill Krishna. And ultimately they become killed. Their faith is like that.
Their whole idea of Indian history, of Vedic history, is completely perverted. When we say 5,000 years ago Vyasadeva compiled this in writing, they say there was no civilization 5,000. They said only 2,000 years ago there were some tribes, and they were not very moral, and things like this. All completely nonsense, because they misread the Bhagavata and things like this. And then they teach some of the students these crazy ideas. Not all of them, but I talk to some who teach like this.
The more you fight with these rascals, the more you advance in Krishna consciousness. You are a fighting soldier. Krishna very much appreciates. So you take Bhagavad Gita by your own interpretation, and I take Bhagavad Gita as it is. No, who is right? Who decides this? You interpret in your own way. I don't interpret. I take it as it is. Now we are two parties. So who is correct?
They say because so many others...
There are two parties, that's all. Others mean one who interprets. There is one party. And there is one party who does not interpret.
They
So
say
who is correct?
they say we are right because we are more.
Huh?
They say we are many, and
Many asses means there is an opinion. Many asses give some opinion. Is that opinion?
They say so.
they say we have PhD, and we are there are so many swamis and things like this.
Majority.
Democracy.
Huh?
Democratic method. Majority rules.
The result will show.
That democracy is the ruination of civilization.
But actually, many of them appreciate the actual translation because it's so much more clear. It's just that before they didn't read it. Many of them, now they're reading it, they appreciate it very much.
We want to remain in the minority. We don't want to be in the majority.
Anybody who is serious about spiritual life will accept Bhagavad Gita as it is, and the others take all the other versions.
Actually, these professors aren't interested in spiritual life. They're just thinking. They just think and talk, but they're not interested in spiritual life either way. They don't follow the other commentary.
What is spiritual life?
They consider spiritual life as simply a department of philosophy.
Psychology.
Yes.
Spiritual life is reality. They do not understand. They take it as sentient. Mankind.
Srila Prabhupada, sometimes if we go out to preach and we go away from the association of devotees, what can we do to make sure that we may
You
remain...
go at least two, don't go alone. That is the system. When you go to preach, you must go at least two. If possible, more than two. Don't go alone. That is not the system. This Guru Maharaj cannot go back to India.
No, he cannot leave India. He went to India to struggle with his brother and mother.
And now it is.
And now the court says you cannot leave India until we've settled this. They've issued a court order not to leave India.
That is good.
Yes. He can remain there.
The case is, who is the complainant?
Originally, the story is something that the father started the whole movement, and then he died.
He was a great cheat.
Yes.
Yes, chief.
And his wife, Cheater, she wanted to carry it on, and her eldest son was named God, or the leader, and but she thought that this Guru Maharaj Ji was better, more appealing to the people. So she changed and said he can be the leader. Then he started the Western movement, and then she noticed that he was becoming playboy instead of God. And so she began the trouble in India, and she claimed that he was no longer suitable because he was eating meat and intoxication and becoming a playboy. All these things, dancing. So she started the trouble in India, and she wants to reinstate the older brother as the leader and take away the younger one, Guru Maharaj Ji. So that's how the trouble started.
Her business may go on.
Yes, because
First of all, she tried, the younger son. When she said he is failure, now replace him.
Actually, he was a good investment. She made a lot of money on the younger son. Probably more than she would have on this older one, because the older one is not so attractive. It's kind of ugly. This younger one is very...
attractive?
Yeah, kind of cute. Everyone thought he was cute. Young, fat.
so now he has gone to India to try to win the battle, and in the course he's been sued, and the court order says he must stay until the suit is finished.
When the movement first came out to Australia, about 3 or 4 years ago, one of his disciples, who was a girl, she came through Perth. And at that time I was arguing Bhagavad Gita with her, but she could not understand. She could not see that it was Krishna to surrender to and not Guru Maharaj Ji.
Whenever we place a good argument with them, they say, yes, but all these words are just words, and actually is beyond words. The truth is beyond words, so never mind.
You are talking words, you are not beyond.
Then they should not talk anything.
You stop, you are talking. Because you are not beyond, you are talking also like me.
Then they say
that the absolute truth is beyond words. That way we don't have to explain anything
we
about
don't say beyond words, you say. But you are talking, therefore you cannot speak about absolute truth.
Well, they don't. They don't. They don't. They only talk nonsense. They don't like to argue about the absolute truth. They'll only talk nonsense.
Why you are holding meetings? Big meeting arrangements. Why do you make?
Well, they hold a meeting and they say, you come to us and take knowledge.
Take
That's all.
knowledge.
That is word. That is word.
But they say it's something else.
You are using words, canvas. Why do you say beyond words? The word is helping you.
Well, they say the actual knowledge is beyond words. You
So-
come and take knowledge from us and you'll see that it's beyond
the
words.
beginning is word. So, where is the absolute knowledge?
They say that you have to take from us. If you ask them to describe it, they say, no,
But
no,
I
you have to.
hate to talk with you.
Better to.
Yes, don't talk. So, lower grade man. It is useless to talk.
Yeah.
God is determined by the word of court. He has no power to defy the words of God.
The judge will judge him.
And who's God?
Yes. He will probably bribe the judge. That will be the
That
real.
is possible. Everything is possible.
Because he is so rich, he can pay the judge a few million rupees, and the judge will say, yes, yes, he is God, by court's rule.
Then the other party will go to happy. Where where he is being judged? In the Supreme Court or lower court?
I'm not sure. Actually, the judgment is whether or not he put a false picture in the newspaper of his brother with a girl. And the suit, the older brother is claiming that first he put a picture in the paper showing the younger Guru Maharajji kissing an American girl. So Guru Maharajji put another counter photo showing his older brother with an American girl. So the suit is over whether this second picture is a real picture or is it artificially made. That's what the court will decide.
Oh, that is the suit.
Yes.
So, in other words, the case is that God cannot kiss an American girl. Is that the case?
Well,
Not in public.
they're saying the mother's claim is that the Guru Maharajji is not fit to be the leader now
because
he's...
he has kissed an American girl?
Yeah.
Well, not one, but
No,
Many.
His character in general has degraded.
that was the initiation.
She says he has fallen down, and this is evidence.
God is all
That means kissing an American girl is fall down. Is that the case?
Yes.
So, why it is fall down? Krishna, he kissed so many gopis, he can defend like that.
He may do that.
Huh?
Guru Maharajji may do that.
Do that. He is the same Krishna. Now, normally Krishna used to kiss our girls. Now he's kissing American girls. What is wrong?
But this was in public. This was in public.
Krishna was doing public.
But he cannot do anything like lift Govardhan Hill or have 16,000 watts.
That is both for them. Let them lift only 1 month weight. Then they will come. But they cannot do neither of them. That is impossible. They have not killed any demons. They are taking advantage of the foolishness of some people. That's all.
The only quality they have exhibited is expertness in cheating. That is their qualification. Because so many of them are saying that I am God, they become envious of one another, and then they fight and expose each other.
God's company.
Yes. And then everyone can see that they are simply materialists.
Not only he, but there are many others claim to become God. All of them should be brought into the court.
Didn't Bhaktivinoda Thakur do that once?
Yes.
What was the penalty that he...
He put into the jail for 6 months.
Oh,
And he died in the jail.
oh.
He took poison. Because after coming out of the jail, he could not do his business.
He finished.
Committed suicide.
Also Pondra.
Yeah. Krishna cut his head. Let this Guru Maharaj cut the heads of the opposition. You are not accepting God. I cut you. Let him cut the head of his brother and mother.
He may do that.
Then we can understand his God. Why does he go to the mercy of court? And the court has detained him. What kind of God? Charcoal?
Charcoal, yes.
Yes, get it.